Why it's always best to have the best marketing materials at the right moment in time and place, because you never know what it will lead to in your success of being self-employed. Why is that number so significant? I never connected the dots, and I've said that in this video over and over, so here we go. Most important part right here. Having a business card on you at all times is extremely important, because now I know how my celebrity fame as a photographer, when, where, and why, and how it all started. From this very moment right here. Love you, Nitro. Okay, so if anybody knows anything about glamour shots and how they started, Jack Counts and his wife used to own Moto Photo, where Ann's Pretzels is now in Penn Square Mall. That's where Moto Photo was. And I wasn't a photographer, but that was my first picture took at Moto Photo pre-1992. I started at Glamour Shots on my birthday, November 14th, 1992. Jack Counts and his wife got a divorce. His wife kept Moto Photo. Jack kept Candid Color. And the rest is freaking history. Sweet freaking... Oh! Okay, last but not least. Okay, keep in mind, what I'm going to show you is film. Pre-existence of digital cameras to the public. Glamour Shots was the first private company to have digital cameras. Right? There's Trina. That's film. Stuff that people are doing now, 10 years ago, right? I did 20 years ago. And this is all film. Marriott Hotel on Northwest Expressway. Well, my first ever body paint, this is probably 1998. Oh my God. And you wonder why I love Oklahoma so much. Now, this is when Glamour Shots went digital. I mean, you can tell the difference. What was the first ever digital camera allowed to the public? None other than the Olympus E10. It was heavy, give or take a pound or two, whatever. But guess what? It was 4 megapixels, and it was $3,500. My business card, back in like the 90s. Oh, memory lane, baby, memory lane. Oh my God. Time-lapse photography. That's a red stoplight. Keep in mind, this is the first ever digital cameras. Okay, so you got this Lamborghini Diablo. You got this Ferrari. And then you got this Ferrari, right? Which one is fake? Which one is a toy car? Is it that one? Is it that one? Or is it that one? I'll tell you what, the first person to watch this video and let me know which car is fake, a toy car, that Ferrari F40, this Ferrari's, I think it's a Spider, or this Lamborghini Diablo, whichever one of you can tell me which one is fake, I'll give you a complete, full photo shoot for free. And bonus, if you can tell me who that woman is. Love you guys. Like, Mike, how the hell are you a photographer from Oklahoma and you've done what you've done? I mean, I've somewhat connected the dots, right? I mean, I get into my stories and people think I'm full of shit. So, I don't give a shit how long this video takes. There's portfolio number 1 for days. You know who that is? That is Eden Carpenter. The first ever, right there, Christian supermodel that beat out Cindy Margolis, right? She was my boss at Glamour Shots. Look, Myke Smith, 1993, son, for Walton Beach, Glamour Shots. Eden again. So, okay, he's either telling the truth or he's got his bullshit memorized so good it's almost believable. So with that being said, let's go to where it all started. 1992, I walked into Glamour Shots because my friend, where's he at? Mr. James Orange and Darnell Viney, we used to have a dance team called the Coca-Cola Dance Team. We used to dance at Frontier City. James got a job as a photographer at Glamour Shots. I'm like, bro, you're not a photographer. You don't know how to shoot pictures. He's like, no, they're training me. I'll never forget it. Eden Carpenter, world internet model. From that day to that day. I'd already been working at Glamour Shots since 1992. Right? I'm just, you know, just an Oklahoma photographer. But then come into play Nitro, Big Daddy D, Infamous, Carl Thomas, Gerald Levert. I know Nitro still to this day. So, you know, it's really amazing. You know, I know my stories sound so far-fetched. But, like my boy Bobby said, it's not bragging or boasting if it's true and you can back it up. Now, let's go to this one picture. I mean, that's one of the most award-winning Glamour Shot pictures ever. And that was in 2000. That picture right there. That is Miss Trina right there. These are some of the first 2 images I ever shot at Glamour Shots. I'm still friends with her. You know, kid contest. Keep in mind, at my time in Glamour Shots, what is this? 1999. Okay? Kids contest, top 75. Keep in mind, at that time, there were 3,500 Glamour Shots worldwide. Give or take 4 or 5 photographers per store. Right? There's Florida. Asking me, like, well, how did you become famous? And like, it all started with this group called Infamous. Right? If nobody remembers, let me show you. Keep in mind, this is film. Way before digital cameras ever existed. Right? It's film. All film. Look how crystal clear that is. So, I did a photo shoot for Nitro. Big Daddy D. Who else? Carl Thomas. Destiny's Child. Too Short. Naughty by Nature, 702. Darnell Jones, Ideal, Gerald LeBert, right? So we did this concert right here. There's my picture, right? Where's the original? There it is right there. I've had this newspaper in my hand since that date, right? So now, look at this right here. Now, we remember Eden Carpenter, right? Eden Carpenter was the first ever Christian supermodel. More downloaded than Cindy Margolis. She won $1 million off of that picture. So here we're flipping through. What is that right there? Right? Photos and Story by Myke motherfucking Smith. Naughty by Nature. Nitro. So from this, right, led me to Victoria's Secret. Led me to Hugo Boss. Keep in mind, this is still film. Digital cameras have not been invented yet. Look at that. Right? Oh, Mr. James Orange, another photographer, glamour shots. Now let's go to Montel Jordan. Look how young and handsome I am. And then let's go to the special day, September 2nd, 2000. Right? All of that, and Mr. Nitro himself led to that, led to Destiny's Child, led to Prince, led to Snoop Dogg, led to Montel Jordan, led to Christopher Penn, Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. There's Ideal, Young MC, Corrupt, Sir Mix-a-Lot, DJ Cool, that's Young MC, Tone Loc, Shaggy, I forgot who the hell that was, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons from Kiss, 112, Cash Money, Corrupt. Now, oh, it doesn't stop there. So, look at the date of this story. Where are we at? May, June, right? There we go. August 2003, right? So now we got Ice Cube. Now we got Myke Smith and Miss Canada. Now we got 112. Keep in mind, we're still talking about film. The beautiful Trina again. Here's where it gets cool. Caroline Lout. being John Malkovich, right? Kenan Frost King, right? Badass dude, right? That led to Keller Williams. And you look at that. Look how old this is. Now, but here's the kicker. Let's go back to this magazine. I've already called Nitro. He can't believe I still have this shit. We're talking August 18th, 2003. So by this time, I'm in somewhat of the height of my photography career. I'm dating a lady named Deborah Delaney. She is a world champion ballroom dancer. Ludacris. Lula. Right? So we decided to buy a nightclub where Coyote Ugly is now in Bricktown. It was called Club Rio, in Oklahoma City. And who is this? Jimmy James. My first invitation to photograph motherfucking Rick James. And where? Yeah, that says the Playboy Mansion. Now what's the date? Are you ready? You see that, right? So let's just go back here to this news story. You see that, right? I'm motherfucking speechless. But it didn't stop there. Where's it at? Oh, I'm missing the most important piece. Where's it at? Oh, shit. Here it is. Right here. And what's... Oh, there's no date on this. Infamous Glenn Fraser, Miguel Cooper, Sam, Gerald, and Antonio. Infamous. How an Oklahoma badass R&B group makes it big in Oklahoma. And they really did. They really, really did. You see what that says right there, right? Eden Carpenter. The first ever Christian supermodel. More downloaded than Cindy Margolis. And she never posed nude. And people say, why do you love Oklahoma? That's why. Because we have badass motherfuckers that live here. End of story. No exceptions. So, what does Victoria's Secret Angels do? What year is that right there? 1999. What is that right there? Yeah. I'm not saying who was first, but, you know. And here we go. And this is portfolio number 2. I mean, this is all film. James Orange. That's not film. Miss Junior America. On film by Myke Smith. Oh, hey. Myke Smith was handsome and young at once. I was just like my first ever theme shoot. I mean, she kind of did look like Lady Croft. You just stroll down memory lane, son. Kids contest, top 25. Keep in mind, in 1999, there was probably over 3,000 Glamour Shot stores worldwide, give or take 4 or 5 photographers for each store. And then 1999, 2000, and 2001 is when I was awarded Photographer of the Year, Photographer Trainer of the Year. I mean, look. 97. I was doing stuff 20 years ago. Man, you know, you gotta, bottom line, you gotta appreciate where you come from. But I'm nobody. I'm just your normal Oklahoma photographer. Oh, Miss Canada. Pre-digital. The wonderful Eden Carpenter. I wonder what she's doing now. 1999. Come on, Victoria's Secret, you stole my idea. I'm just kidding. But seriously, one of my first ever wedding pictures. Love y'all. Even my business cards in 1999. Come on, man. These are silk. Laminated. I mean, we can't forget Steve Wilkos and Jerry Springer. And of course, the beautiful, I mean, check out the hair on Myke Smith with Miss Canada. Oh! You know, just because you don't believe the stories that Myke Smith is spitting, doesn't mean they ain't true. Because now you know they are.